So this is the jar, and it's kind of heavy, and the jar is actually a thick glass, something like that, and I got the shade Warm Golden. And the reason why I got this one, this is actually their darkest shade, and the reason why I got this one is because I like using darker shades of foundation, like a bit darker than my original skin tone, because I think it blends well with my neck, because you have to consider your neck as well, unless you want to have a white face and then you're going to have uneven colors on your face and your neck on pictures. That's why I always settle for darker shades of foundation. But if I'm going to use a lighter shade of foundation, then I'm going to use a darker powder, of course. But anyway, let's continue with the Revlon ColorStay Whipped. Another reason why I got this shade is because I got a bit darker, because every day I'm walking to school, and you know, the sun and all of those other stuff. So yeah, I got a bit darker, and I watched Judy of Judy Time's first impression of this foundation, and she got the shade, same shade, and based on her photos, on her videos, I think we have the same skin color right now. That's why I chose this one. So yeah, I'm just going to show you how I apply this on my skin. And the first time that I tried this, I failed because I think I used a different, the wrong brush. What's the foundation brush that I used? I guess I used my e.l.f. flat top brush. But my sister used this, and she used a stippling brush, and it worked perfectly. So I'm going to use my stippling brush. This is just the e.l.f. Studio Stipple brush, and yeah. So it has a cap, and what I do is the product that transferred on the cap is what I always use. I don't dip my brush directly into the product in the jar. I just use this one, and then take a few product from the lid, and actually this should be enough. So of course I cleaned the cover, so don't worry about the bacteria buildup. So I just applied one thin layer of this foundation, and as you can see, it already concealed the redness of my face. And as you have seen earlier, I have a lot of blemishes, and it lightened those dark spots, and I really love that. And I have a small scratch right here because I accidentally scratched my face. Stupidity, whatever. So anyway, as you can see, it lightened the blemishes on my face, and it concealed the redness of my face with just one layer, so that's really awesome. But I think I still need a bit more coverage, so I'm going to add another layer. Okay, so that's already 2 layers, and I think that's already enough. The best thing about this foundation is, even though you apply 2 or 3 layers, it doesn't feel heavy on your face, on your skin. So that's really awesome, because it's like you have nothing on your skin. It's like you just applied moisturizer. So that's really awesome. And as you can see, the finish is actually flawless. Just don't mind the pimple right here and some of the blemish right there. I hate my skin today. So I'm just going to set my foundation with powder, and I'll see you a bit later. So I'm finally done with my makeup, and I went for a fall-ish look, and I just used my Maybelline Shine Free Face Powder to set the foundation. It looks really awesome. It looks flawless except for this pimple right here. This really bugs me out. I hate it. Anyway, this foundation is really awesome. It's just like the Revlon ColorStay Liquid Foundation, but for me, those liquid foundations are feels heavier on the skin. This feels lighter on the skin, but they have the same coverage, and they both stay on for long hours. But it says here 24 hours, but I'm not sure about that because I haven't tried wearing makeup for over 24 hours. Have you tried that already? I mean, that's going to be like crazy. So anyway, I have already tried the longevity and the staying power of this foundation, and I can say that it really stays on your face for long hours. When I attended a wedding, I used this foundation, and I had this since 6 in the morning, and the wedding party ended at around 8 in the evening, and my face still looks flawless and fresh. But of course I had retouched applied powder on my nose like twice, only twice, and it stays on my face like for long hours, and I really love that. And the best part of this, like what I've said earlier, it doesn't feel heavy on your skin. But for coverage wise, I think it's just the same with the Revlon ColorStay liquid foundations, but I like this better, I think, because it doesn't feel heavy on the skin, because the liquid foundations kind of feels heavy on the skin. So I got this from Watson's for 9.25 or 9.75 pesos at Watson's Greenbelt one, and of course this is available in any Watson's outlet or any local malls, department stores. And if you want to try this out, I highly recommend this one because it's really awesome. Actually, when I first saw this at Watson's, I was freaking out. I was really excited actually, because I've been waiting for this for so long to arrive here in the Philippines. And when I bought this, it was only the second day since they arrived in the Philippines, and I was really happy about that. So yeah, that's it. I hope you like this quick and some kind of a review of this foundation. Wait for my blog about this one, because of course I'm going to blog about, and I'm going to, you know, do a full review on this foundation in my blog, The Project Awesome. So please stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Stay awesome and accomplished.